Hello, we're in Holyoke, Massachusetts, and we're doing a look at one of the many mills in Holyoke that used canal power, was important industrially. This one was incredibly important because it supplied machinery and turbines for all the mills in Holyoke. And it's called the Holyoke Machine Company. It started in 1863, and this is not even their first mill. This is their second mill that came later. And we'll sweep and see how large it is. Right, it's a pink colors attached to the back. There's this side edition, then you have the main body of it, then you have another side edition. But the real mill number 2 that came first with the mill 2 is right there still got the windows inside of it. It was mill number 2. Where was mill number 1? Well, across the street. Right, this is mill number 1. It's not there. So what you're looking at is another business. This is not the Holyoke Machine Company. This is where it was. And it used canal power. In a sense, the second level canals right there, it had a giant race go below it and then feed into the Merrick number 1. And that fed into the third level canal, which is just at the end. This is the biggest race in Holyoke. The end is still exposed, and that's a great sight to see. But it's mill number 1 is gone. It started in 1863. It used water power. So we're going to look back at mill number 2. Why is mill number 2 here? Because it started using electricity. As of 1895, when Holyoke started generating its own electricity, this Holyoke Machine Company could tap into that. Right? So the mill number 1 got older and older, but it was still being used the whole time, and the mill number 2 was doing lots of jobs. Now this is enormous. They stayed in business for 156 years. It's probably the longest lived mill business in Holyoke ever. All right, there are a few long ones, but just 156 years. And what did they make? It was just an incredible series. They made the gears, the shafts. They made the many turbines and belts and wheels inside of these industrial plants. They made their own different kinds of wheel called the Hercules turbines, which they made themselves, and the Boyden turbine, which they made themselves. They made rag cutters and threshers and dusters and power pumps. Right? They made pulleys. They made calendar machines with their paper thinners. They made cutters and rolls and all kinds of safety equipment, shaft equipment, gears, and they made machinery for wood pumping. They made machinery for fiber cutting. Right? They made friction calendars and platers. Right? All kinds of machines. And it wasn't just here. They were selling across New England to New Jersey, where the Industrial Revolution happened also. So they were an incredible company, and it's great that at least a part of it can still be around. Now, again, this part didn't use the canal water, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a panoramic. I'll show you a few things from this point right here. Better pause it. Alright, so we're going to look at a few other things. This here is a business now, but it used to be part of the Holyoke Machine Company. The one behind it was the Merrick 4, and they made thread. The Merrick 1 is across the street from it, is not visible through this tree, and that's very important. And that was a good business to have from the Holyoke Machine Company. They sold a lot of equipment into that. And then behind us is the modern building that replaced the Holyoke Machine Mill number 1, right? And then in the distance, you start to look down Main Street. You see an architectural firm called the Frederick, right? And then we pick up again from this neighborhood back to where we were before, the Holyoke Machine Company Mill number 2. Okay? So thank you for coming to this mill stop.